stuck here. The cops won't bother me. One of the things I tell people all the time, and I try to convince people, is that you need to not buy the latest and greatest all the time. You want to buy something a little bit older. For example, this FJR, if you want a... What the fuck is this guy doing? If you want to buy like a new sport touring machine, consider getting something older. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you don't have to keep up with the Joneses, because this bike is fully capable of keeping up with any bike, even sport bikes. It's a very good handling bike from what I can tell. And I think a lot of people get sucked into the, oh, I gotta buy new because I'm worried about reliability. If you buy a Japanese bike, then this is a fact, if you buy a Japanese bike, most of these riders in America only put 10,000 miles on bikes, so that is almost like new. You're not going to have any issues. You don't need a warranty like you would in a BMW. This thing is just a tank. For example, if you wanted an upright sport bike, a naked sport bike, why not get an FZ1 instead of an FZ7 or FZ9? Sure, the FZ9 is cool, it's lighter weight, whatever, but the FZ1 is just as good. And honestly, you're not going to get away from a guy with an FZ1. It's very difficult. You know, at a certain amount of power, the power actually becomes a limiting factor to the rider instead of helping you. It's not going to help you unless you're going to go in a straight line. And looking for something that's older, you know, if you want a Honda sport bike, consider like a Honda 929RR, a 954, or even a 900RR, even though they're becoming extinct. But great sport bikes, man. Yamaha R1s from the early 2000s, they're fucking phenomenal. There's so many great bikes. The only thing I would steer people from buying are used BMWs, Harleys, like even Moto Guzzi's. I don't know much about Moto Guzzi's. Aprilias, you know, I wanted to get an Aprilia, and then I started researching it, and it's like, oh, they have issues. A friend of mine, Skippy, has a Aprilia Tuono, and I was talking to him about it, and I told him I wanted one, and then he's like, oh, I'm having to replace my starter, and it's got a bunch of other issues. But a starter, you know, I've only had to replace one starter, and it was in a fucking BMW. Everything else has been just indestructible. I don't understand why anybody would have to change a starter on an FJR or ST1100 or FZ1. Those things never break. I mean, it's so rare. But it's crazy that we live in this time where we need to have new things all the time. And my thing is, adopt a motorcycle. Adopt a used motorcycle. It's going to treat you just as good as a new one. Alright, squids, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.